Hi, I was having a conversation today with a client about what is normal. Actually, we went backwards and forwards a little bit. We couldn't decide what normal was. And then in the end, we came to the conclusion, normal is what you accept is normal. And that's kind of interesting because, when people talk about getting back to normal, okay, so we're in a state that is unacceptable and we want to go back to something which is acceptable. But here's a question for you. Suppose normal for you isn't very good. Suppose normal for you is being in prison. Well, I want to go back to normal. No, you don't. You don't want to go back to prison. But suppose normal for you is being in the prison of depression. I want to go back to normal. No, you don't. Suppose it's being in the prison of anxiety or panic. I want to go back to normal. No, you don't. But if you've been depressed or anxious or stressed or panicky, and I've talked to hundreds of people who say, I've been on antidepressants for 25 years. I've been anxious for 15, 20 years, right? That's normal. You don't want to go back to normal. You actually want to change. And I think that the definition of a successful life, I guess, would be successful management of change. Because as you go through life, things change. You manage the change successfully. You have a successful experience. So surely what we want to do is not accept normal is normal if it's not very good for us. We want to successfully manage the journey from a not a very nice normal to something which is better, and we sustain that for long enough that it becomes the new normal. So I would suggest to you the new normal should be not depressed, not anxious, not panicky, not stressed. In fact, having a great time, because you're going to have the time. Irrespective of whether you have a great time or a horrible time, why don't we work to make it a great time? It's no more difficult. No more. In fact, having a horrible time takes a lot more effort than having a good time. But you've got to recognize that if your normal isn't what you want it to be, because it's normal, it won't change by itself. Or if it does, it won't change very fast, not fast enough. That's a lot of wasted time. If your normal's not doing it for you, change it. And let's get on to a new normal that does do it for you. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen.